He slid the divorce documents toward me. Like a gambler folding with no cards left. Go ahead. Sign, he said with a twisted smirk. The kind that didn't need an answer. It was the smug grin of someone who believed the match was already done, that my signature was just formality. My wife sat across, arms folded tight, eyeing me like a predator, studying a limping animal. The judge, her lawyer said, voice smooth as oil tapping the file. He's an old buddy. You'll leave with zip, soldier. I didn't flinch, didn't speak, just stared at the pen resting on the table. He can't even talk, my wife said, half laughing, half bored. Look at him. They confused silence with surrender. But I wasn't broken. I was calculating. Once I believed in honor, loyalty, brotherhood, and marriage. I bled for those ideals. 3 deployments left scars I never spoke of. And for her I gave my all. 8 years, a mortgage we signed together. A yard she dreamed of for her garden. Even the golden retriever she picked on a rainy afternoon. While I patched wounds in war zones, she found warmth in a different kind of uniform. Not camouflage but expensive suits. And designer cologne. Her attorney had never fired a shot in his life. But he knew how to hit where it hurt. One time I came home without notice. The house was thick with her perfume. And another man's scent. They didn't see me. I stood silently in the hall. Long enough to learn the quiet sound of betrayal. No shouting. No drama. Just me staring at the bedroom door. Then walking away. She never guessed. I'd already spoken with a lawyer. Not one for bluster. But a quiet, sharp-witted woman. Who understood men like my wife's new lover. You don't win with noise, she told me. You win with proof. So I waited. Gathered. I tracked shady transactions. Fake receipts, staged meetings. Saved screenshots in a folder. Named groceries. Installed a hidden camera in the office. Capturing late-night strategy sessions. Them plotting to ruin me. Assuming I was just a worn-out vet. Too broken to resist. When the court date arrived. Put on my dress blues. Not for her. For me. To remind myself who I still was. He strolled into the courtroom. Like it was a country club. Nice suit, fake laugh. Slapped the judge's back. See you on the green this weekend. You joke. The judge chuckled. My lawyer didn't even blink. She opened her binder. And gave me the nod. That was enough. We waited. Let them talk. Let them brag. And then I stood. Calm, precise. Pulled out an envelope. I'd been holding for this exact moment. Bank trails. Photos from the camera. Audio clips of their plans. A notarized letter. From a past client. Accusing him of serious misconduct. And finally, a private message. From the judge to him. Retrieved from a hacked burner phone. The judge turned ghost white. My client requests a venue change. My lawyer said. Cool and steady. The room froze. The air itself went stiff. The judge stumbled over his words. But had no option. He stepped down. She left the bench. He tried to protest. But 2 investigators in the hallway shut him up fast. Suddenly, her boyfriend had no smile left. Outside the courtroom. He followed me. You think this makes you noble? He snapped. You spied on me. No, I said. I just watched you bury yourself. She tried to be angry. But it faded. She wasn't in control of the story anymore. It was. I didn't ask for the house. Didn't fight for the car. Just asked for one thing. Full custody of our dog. She laughed. Thought it was petty. But the new judge didn't. He saw a man. With no record of cheating. A soldier with clean accounts. Person who'd already given enough. I walked out of that courthouse. With a leash in one hand. And freedom in the other. Weeks later. Her boyfriend's name was splashed across headlines. Suspended from the bar. Investigations stacking up. As for her company. Half of it belonged to me. She never read the fine print. In our prenup. Thought I'd signed it blindly. After coming home from combat. She was wrong. I read everything. Never raised my voice. Never threw a fist. My revenge didn't explode. Bled out slow. Calculated. Quiet. I didn't win by rage. I won by becoming something colder. A whisper in their emails. A shadow in their spreadsheets. Now I sip coffee at sunrise. No courtroom. No shouting. Just peace. The dog sleeps at my feet. And sometimes, I remember their faces in court. So sure they had crushed me. But they forgot. You don't shatter a soldier. You just give him time.